Welcome in the kitchen. It's Sunday supper. And our household, it is. Time for Sunday supper. We're going to make stuffed chicken breasts. These are butterflied chicken breasts in these bags. And I'm going to pound them out as flat as I can get them. And I'm going to pound them right in this bag. That way, I don't have to dirty up any more wrap or anything. These are already pretty thin, okay? I cut them pretty thin before I froze them. I'm using the flat side right here, flat side. I believe that's about as thin I can almost see through it, so we're going to go with that one. Now there are two in here, so it might take me an extra minute to get these pounded out. So I'll be back when I get these pounded. Okay, our chicken has all been pounded out good. And we're going to start doing our stuffing. And for our stuffing, y'all know what I've got in these bags, don't you? I do. Let me get that mallet and pound this up just a minute. Break up that celery just a little bit. So in we go with some celery. Right like that. Let me break up these onions. And I've got some nice, pretty red onions or purple onions. They're purple, they're not red. They're more purple. So, but they call them red onions. And we're going to go in here with some red, green, and yellow peppers. Lots of good pimento peppers. And we're going to saute that down good. And we're going to add us some mushrooms. We're going to put some butter in there too. About a stick of butter. Whole stick of butter. I've made these a lot of times, and a lot of times I cheat. When I make them, I don't make them the exact way you're supposed to and stuff them and roll them. I'm going to today because it's Sunday, so things have to be a little fancier on Sundays, right? A lot of times I just do it and just layer it and bake it, and it does just fine. Not a thing in this world wrong with that. If you want to do this recipe, by all means, do not think that you have to roll this chicken up. Okay? You can layer it in a baking dish. You can layer it in a crock pot. All that works just lovely. And if I'd been smart enough, turn lights on. This morning I would have layered it in the crock pot. I would have. And I'll do that with y'all another time because I'm sure this is something we eat a lot. And we'll eat it again here before too long. So, all right, let me get my mushrooms ready. Here we go. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm turning y'all down, bring you down here because y'all like to see up real close. And I'm just going to put them in this right here because this thing right here just cuts them all up to the right size pieces that I want. And get that little speck of dirt off of that one. It cuts mushrooms up beautifully. I said that, and that one flopped over, didn't it? Well, we'll do a few more. We'll do just a few more. There's our mushrooms. We're going to go ahead and throw those in there too. These are fresh. You can use frozen. You can use canned. You can leave them out. It's all up to you. Filling the sink with dirty dishes again. I was going through some things. Bring y'all up here a minute. I was going through some things of my mama's after she had passed away, and I packed up a hoard of stuff and took it to storage. Well, I was over there. It's been a while back, and I got a box that was marked towels, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and take those and use them. I can always use towels. And when I got them home, opened them up, they were kitchen towels, which is fine. Y'all know I use a hoard of kitchen towels. I do. I use tons of kitchen towels. And I washed them all up, and as I was folding them up, let's see if I can find that one. I think it's right here. Or maybe, I think I put it in the laundry. Anyway, it's got this little saying on it. It's got this little, I don't know if it's a cat. I think it's cat. On it, standing at the sink, and it says, "Oh goody, more dishes to wash." And y'all, I swear, sometimes I feel like that. I do. I feel like, oh goody, more dishes to wash. Just what I wanted, more dishes. More dishes. All right, I'm going to get just a tiny, tiny little bit of chicken bouillon and throw in there.
We're going to have steak and baked potato.
Not tonight. We're going to have stuffed chicken. And y'all, I'm just going to add about a half a teaspoon. That is not much at all, because I'm going to add chicken broth to this. I just wanted enough seasoning for what I've got in this right here. Y'all can't see, can you? Okay, now y'all can see. This right here is what I added. About a half a teaspoon of that right there. Just to season these vegetables, because I'm going to add chicken broth to this in a minute. And I did not want to add too much more salt. You notice I didn't salt and pepper it. Matter of fact, I'll put a little pepper because that doesn't have any pepper. So we'll add a little bit of pepper. About another half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, about a half a teaspoon of pepper. These get all thawed out and start to saute. Then I want all the water out of them. Y'all see there's a lot of water in these vegetables when I pull them out of that freezer. Now, if you're cooking fresh, you usually don't have all that water. So they may cook a little quicker. But y'all know this is the way I do my stuff. So do it however your little heart desires. Okay? Let me put these in the freezer. I'll be right back. Okay, all this, the water has just about left it. It has. Now let me show you what I'm going to do. It's right here. Okay. And it says to add 3 cups of chicken broth. Well, 1.5 for one package, but I'm doing 2, so I need 3 cups. And it says water. Use water if that's what you want. Use vegetable broth. Use chicken bouillon. Use coffee. You know, whatever you want to use. But you need 3 cups of liquid. Okay? Right there. I like to make mine a little wetter. So we'll see how much wetter we need it in a minute. I'm going to let this come up to a good boil. And then I'm going to dump in. I've got 2 boxes. Y'all, this was getting old. This stuffing was in my pantry. So I needed to use it up. So that's one reason I chose to do this with y'all. I'll taste this. Yeah, that's good just the way it is. Huh. That's just a good soup. It is. It's just a good soup. All right. It's coming up to a boil. See it? Can y'all see it bubbling? There's one box. Now it's really bubbling. We'll turn it off. That's all you need it to do right there. You just want to mix all this up together. Let's get it all mixed up. Like I said, I kind of want it extra moist because it, it'll keep our chicken moist. Should have just fixed one package. But, you know what? The boys like it just by itself. So, I will probably just put it in the bottom of the dish and put my stuffed chicken on the top of it and bake it all together. So, matter of fact, I'm just going to leave that. Not even going to mix it in, even though it will mix in. Okie doke. Now then, I'm going to let this cool here just a minute or two because it's a little hot to handle. Okay? I'm going to take it off the heat and let it cool, and I'll be back. Okay, you can see we're back over here at our chicken. Back over here at our chicken. Can y'all see it good? I think you can. You also need some butcher's twine. Just butcher's twine. It's just cotton butcher's twine. All right. I've laid these out, kind of overlapped them just a little bit. There's 3 of them. Y'all can see they're kind of overlapped just a little bit. And I'm going to go in here just like this and put this stuffing, just a layer. And you can do them individually. I've done that, but for some reason tonight I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make one big one. It'd be easier. I don't have to tie but one time, and, I just thought, what the heck, it'd be easier to do it this way. Take them all the way to the edges out here on the sides. Because you want it all to get some good stuffing, don't you? All of it needs to get some love. Okay. Like I said, you can bake it right like this. Doesn't hurt a thing. But, it's Sunday, so I want to be fancy, right? We're just going to kind of roll this just like so. It's hot, still hot, y'all. Let me get me a spatula. See, here we go. We're just rolling it, making a big old log out of it. Just like this. Y'all, this may or may not, it may just fall apart, which, so be it. If it does, we're still going to eat it. We're still going to eat it. Yes, we are. We are still going to eat it. All right, now then, we're going to tie this baby up. She don't want to go out. Just leave her alone. Get me a good long piece here. Good long piece of string. All right, and I'm going to come in here on this side. I'm going to tie just one end of it. Okay, just one. Just one end. Tie a knot in it. Okay, now then, we're going to go down under here again. Bring it up. Bring it through that right there. Matter of fact, I'm going to go this way with it because that's the way I should be going. Bring it all the way down. Underneath. If you can get it underneath. It's not wanting to come underneath there. Told y'all we may just have a big old mess. Told y'all we may just have a big old mess. I'm going to go back under this way. This is not working out the way I wanted it to. There you go. There we go. See? You just loop it around there and tie it off. And you know, if I didn't make a mess, y'all wouldn't know what to do, would you? You wouldn't. Okay, now then, slide that right over there. Got our chicken dish. So, since